Hey everyone, it's Lisa. Happy Friday. I hope you've had a good week. And I have had kind of a, I hate to say stressful week because it isn't that big of a deal. But the Rachel K shipment is still being held in customs. I think it's, as of this morning, was still in their warehouse. So fingers crossed that'll get released today and I will load that sometime this weekend. One of the first things I wanted to tell you guys about this week, I've got two things I want to tell you about. One of them was the other day when I told you guys I almost didn't list my outfit of the day because I had those Spanx on. That was the funniest thing. I ended up getting these Spanx. I still have the tag because I'll tell you in a minute. But this was the Spanx. I got the Nude medium. It's called the high waist shaper. And that is the kind that I had on, like that. And I don't know if you can see. Well, it wasn't like that because it didn't come up to the, it just came right up under your boobs, right up under your bra. Here it is. Here's a picture of it. And I don't know if any of you guys have tried that before, but when I got it, I thought, gosh, this will be perfect for like maxi dresses, like the one I have on today or the one I wore the other day. I just wanted something to not necessarily squeeze me in, but just smooth me out so that I didn't have any lines or whatever like you do even with a slip. Like today I'm wearing a half slip and there's just nothing I can do. I end up having little crinkly lines. So today, matter of fact, I'm gonna go and see if I can find a better slip for this. But anyway, so I put that on the other day and I knew when I put it on I felt like I really didn't like it, but you know, I was in a hurry. I did my video and then I had bought a couple bras for my mom to try at Dillard's that I thought she would like. So I stopped by there and as soon as I went in there, I asked her, I said, I've got on Spanx. She said, yeah, it looks like you have on a girdle. So I took her, I said, well, I think I look better without them. And she said, I think you will too. And so I took them off and walked around and she says, yeah, she said, you look better without them. And so I ended up not wearing them that day and just giving them to her because she tried them on and she wasn't crazy about them either, but a lot of times she wears just a top and a skirt to church and she said it would help with that. She's always worried about her back and everything, so I ended up giving them to her and I think that might be just the end of my Spanx because now that's 2 strikes I think with Spanx, I will save what I think is the best to the last. So let's see, when I got my hair done, I didn't get my hair done. I went in there Monday for something. I can't even remember. I think I was going to ask Rachel. Where I get my hair done is right there where there's a lot of shops and stuff that I go to anyway. So I always pop in there and talk to them. And I was telling her how much I liked the 17 Rouge Couture YSL Glossy Stain. And I asked her, was there any other ones that she liked? And she said she liked this one, which is number 12, and it is a coral. It's called, I don't know what the real name, but this name is Coral Fauve. So, and I tried it on last night, and I didn't have any makeup on, because a lot of times I'll try on lipstick right before I go to bed, just, you know, just playing around. And it's pretty bright. It's probably even brighter than you see it here. So, I'll give it a try. If I don't like it, my mom will like it, but it was really pretty. And I love the number 17. I ended up selling the number 19 on my blog because it just was too light for me. Then this has been like the best thing ever is this mousse. It's by Shu Uemura. It's called Ample Angora Volumizing Light Foam. And it is unlike any mousse I have ever used. I mean, you can look at my hair now and tell how light it is and soft, and there is no like mousse feeling. It doesn't, and I put a big old, last night, the first night I put just a little bit because I didn't know how it was going to be. But last night I put a big poof, handful, so that I could just work it all in my hair, and you can see how light and fluffy it is, and it will stay this way. I mean, I won't have to wash my hair. I've been going 3 days and just using like dry shampoo, and I could probably go even further, but that seems like long enough. But but it is expensive. I debated on getting it because I thought, God, to be sure there's something better or just as good out there. But I have always been impressed with the Shu Uemura products, and it was either $38 or $39 for this, but it will last a long time, especially I don't wash my hair that often or fix it that often. It is worth trying if you can. I don't know if they sell little ones or what, but it's just been the best volumizer I have used. And you guys know that it was like sticking straight to my head. So that has made a big difference. Went to Ulta yesterday. One of you, matter of fact, a few things that I got this week were on your suggestions. And I really do listen, even if I don't have time to respond to your comment. I put it in my head, and when I think about it, I try things out. And I don't, if it's something that I just know I'm not going to like, then I probably wouldn't. But if it's something I think I might like, I go ahead and try it. And one of you said that you had gotten a lot of the lip glosses that I had suggested, and you said you also got the Mark in the Lorac. These are the Lips with Benefits, and I love these glosses. This is gorgeous. I just got it yesterday, but it is a real pretty peachy pink color. And let's see, I'll do some swatches today. And it's rainy here, so I had to put my light on, but it's a real pretty peachy pink, very neutral. If you like Chuck, then you would like Mark and Nick. But I love it. So thank you for that suggestion. And then when I was in there, I decided to, this is a lip liner that I have seen several people on YouTube use. And matter of fact, the other day I watched always love the makeup on the Guess models. And so I had clicked on Guess model makeup, and one of the girls was using this lip liner. And when I looked at it, it looked like something I would like. And it is the Maybelline New York lip liner in 05 Rose, and it is a gorgeous lip liner. I have it on today. I love that it is rose, but it's dark enough. And so I have it on today. I put it on right when I first started doing my makeup. I put it on kind of light, and then I darkened it up a little bit right before, just to give me some more color. But I love it. It reminds me a little bit of Chanel Nude. But really worth the money, worth trying. I think it's going to go good with a lot of different things. I stopped by, this was yesterday, I called Gina, and I said, which drugstore is it that sells Milani? Because I couldn't remember. And she said, well, I think it's Walgreens. One of you had told me that if I liked the YSL waterproof liner and the Urban Decay Perversion, that I would really like the Milani LiquifEye in black. And that it was every bit as good, and it says all day wear, smooth application, smudge proof, paraben free. I have tried this a long time ago, probably maybe a year or two ago when they first came out, and that was before I mastered this type of liner. That was before I had learned to kind of smudge it out with the angled brush, and so I thought it was too gooey for me. But I went and got it yesterday, and I'm wearing it today, and I love it. It is perfect, and I do think it is every bit, look at that, I think it is every bit as good as the YSL and the Perversion. It might be even glossier looking than the Perversion. So that was a good suggestion, so thank you. Matter of fact, I might get one of these for Rachel next time I go, because she is the one that got me onto the YSL liner, and you guys have seen a picture of her. She's got these great big brown eyes, and pretty much the only eye makeup she wears is black liner and lots of mascara. So I'll take her one of these, and next time I go to, I will get the details on her haircut. I've got pictures in, I think, last Friday's video of her hair, but I don't know the exact cut. I remember her saying that she had inner layers instead of outer layers, and that's what gives it the poof, but I don't know the exact cut. Matter of fact, I know she's letting it grow out. So okay, then another one of you had suggested, and I think I have bought this many times before. I know I've bought it for swaps for some of my friends in other countries, and I think I've even bought it for myself and ended up giving it away before I tried it. But it is the L'Oreal Fairest Nude, number 800. And one of you said that you loved it, and that every time you put it on, you thought that I would like it, that it was a Lisa color. And so I got it yesterday. It was like $9.99. It was a great price. And I wore it, and I loved it. I put it right on in the car. Beautiful nude. Matter of fact, it would go good today, but I have on something else I'm going to show you. So thank you, because I will enjoy this. It's perfect. It's a very, very sexy color, which I know I'm really, really late to get on the boat with that one. I've heard a bunch of you talk about it. And then this is the one I have on today. It is by Maybelline. It's number 865 Nude Nuances, and it's got one of these pretty tubes. It was not in with the regular Maybelline. It was in a special little section, and it's one of their new lipsticks, and it is gorgeous. Nude Nuances. So you can see it's like one of those peachy type nudes, and you can see my lip liners on it, but I love it. I think it is a sexy color, and it dries down. Let me put it right beside the liner that I'm wearing it with. Right there. I don't know if you can see it. It looks so light. I'll pull it back some, but it's really a peachy. I think a lot of you would like it. It reminds me of that Rimmel Nude Delight, I believe. But what I liked about it is it's kind of like my Clarins Nude. Even though it's opaque and it's got a lot of color, it's still glossy and doesn't get like myth or something in your lips. So I really like that. And there was a couple of pretty colors. There was one really pretty like Barbie pink type color, and then there was one called Taupe that was just probably like myth. So, and that was in like a, you know, a new limited edition or a limited collection section. So I think that's all of my swatches. So I'm gonna go wash my hand and put this up real quick, and then I'll be back with some shoes. 2 new pair of shoes. One pair I actually got, I think week before last, or maybe last week, and I just basically forgot to show you. So, and I meant to show you the other day in my shoe collection and forgot again, so I'll show you today. But these are some that I went and got yesterday, and again, it was on one of your suggestions. Somebody wrote me that they had a couple of pairs of the Sam Edelman, is what they are, and it's a pair of the GGs. And one of you wrote me and said that you liked the rose gold, and that just, I was like, oh gosh. So I went to Belk's, which Crystal had told me that Belk's had them. I didn't realize that, and they had them, so I got the rose gold, and that is actually what I'm going to wear today because I thought it would go good with this maxi dress. And I just love these shoes. But there is another pair that I want to try, and I know you guys probably have seen, and a lot of you probably have them, but the Dolce Vita shoes, I can't remember the name of them, but they're the ones that have like the gold piece around the end of the shoe, and then they have like a gold piece right here. And I saw those the other day in one of our little boutiques. It's called Bavello, and so I think I'm gonna go and maybe get those in black. And then so that is those, and I got my normal size 8, and it's called GG Rose Dust. I don't know if you can see that. And then these are the ones I got week before last, I believe, and I might have gotten them like on that Friday. They are Cynthia, Vincent. I got them from Oliver. I walked in there and they had just gotten them in. They had this color and just a brown color, but this is definitely what made me get them, is this color. And they are just gorgeous. And let me take this out so you can see them better. But the real just deal, not deal breaker, but deal tire was, see how it has that little bit of that chartreuse color, and my toes were painted that color that day, and it looked so pretty, and I just love them. I think it's going to look so good with jeans and a t-shirt. You know, I just think they're awesome shoes, and I have had her shoes before. Matter of fact, I even have those ones that were made for Target that I love, so I knew that I liked her stuff. And look at the detail, even around the zipper in the back. I just love it. I love it. I got 2 tops this week. One I ran in there the other day and they called me and said they had some new LnA tees in, and they had white, black, and gray. And I just always can use a good black t-shirt, and it is, let's see, you know, where is it, LnA brand, and it's called the SS Deep V Black Medium, and it was $48, and it is just so soft, and it's just a typical V-neck t-shirt, but it's got a very deep V. So I thought it would be a nice sexy t-shirt, and it would look good with maybe, sorry, you know how black does. It'll probably look good, you know, tucked into, you know, I love the high-waisted jeans and stuff like that. So I might end up going and getting the white and the gray too, just because I like it so much. And you can see it's kind of sheer. And last Friday night, John and I went in, Oliver, and John likes to talk to Ken, and I saw this top, and I just loved it. It's so unique, and, ooh, let me get that caught. It is called the Ambrosia Top Sand, and I got the small, and it is, let's see what brand it is. It's one I haven't heard of. Kenny is the brand, and it's just one of those boxy type cropped tops. Then these look so good with the high-waisted wide leg jeans that I love, and it just was so pretty to me, so different, and I love the nude color, so I got that. John liked it too. So I think that is it for all that I purchased this week, but there was one more thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and that is my hair. And a couple of you have asked me, you know, what's making your hair look so good? What have you done different than your videos? Sorry, I'm trying to get all of my hair here. What's done different, you know, from your videos with the keratin treatment and stuff? And I tell you, I did not like, I think it's just a combination of things. The keratin treatment would have been just perfect if I'd had all of my hair, because, you know, I lost so much hair during that concentrate, and if my cut were a little different, because I had just gotten a lot of layers cut in my hair a few months ago, and I remember her saying, that's the most I've ever cut off your hair. And really, that cut was meant to be fixed. It wasn't meant to be straight. It was meant for my full hair. It was meant to use with my big curling iron, and that's what it was meant for. Well, when I got the concentrate, it left that bottom thin layer, and it just looked terrible. So I went through a process of, you know, what am I going to do? Am I just going to bear it or whatever? And I even thought about, matter of fact, I made an appointment. I went in to get her to cut it. I was just going to get it cut like Rachel's, and I was just going to have to deal with it. And and that would have only been probably about 4 or 5 inches. That I just wanted that bottom layer cut. And so I went in there, and she couldn't do it, and it was like a Thursday or a Friday. They made an appointment for me the next Wednesday. Well, in the meantime, I went to my parents and told them I might get it done. They were like, no, you know, don't cut your hair. Don't. We know you. You'll regret it. Just don't do it. Just think about it some more. You know, it looks great. You know, it was so healthy with that keratin treatment and everything. And so, like I've said before, I really listened to their advice, and I canceled the appointment. But I have always thought about hair extensions. And for years and years, when I heard, you know, people would ask me, do you have extensions? And I would be so offended. No, I don't have hair extensions. And one time, this was before I even met John, I was out on a date with a guy, and we were standing there, and all of a sudden, somebody pulled the back of my hair, and I mean, they pulled it so hard, it jerked my head back like that. And I turned around, and it was a group of guys, and he said, I just wanted to see if it was real, because back then my hair was even longer in the back, and it wasn't pretty. From that point on, we ended up having to leave. But so I'd always thought, you know, I never needed hair extensions. Well, I think when I first started going to this salon that I've been going to, they do extensions a lot. And Rachel one time had gotten these extensions that she loved, and they're called Quickies. And they're these little strips of real natural hair that you tape into your hair. And you can wash them, you can do everything. And she always loved those. So I went, I think not this past Monday, but the Monday before. It was the week I was going to get it cut, and I asked them what they thought about me getting those quickie hair things, and she was like, oh my gosh, you will love them. You will love them. I can't wait for my hair to grow out some more so I can get them again. And I was like, okay, well, you know, what about with me going darker? Because I really like the whole process of me going darker. And she said, that's okay. We'll just order 2 different colors to blend in with your hair now, and then when you get your hair colored, you know, you're going to color the extensions. You're going to put the toner on the extensions too. So that's what we did, is we ordered 4 sets of the quickie extensions, and I believe each set is like it's called 4 bundles. So I don't know how many pieces each set comes with, and I can try to get the details. And I also don't know what brand they are, because they just ordered them for me. And I really just didn't want any kind of clip-in or anything. I did not want to have to deal with that. I wanted to try what I knew Rachel liked, and I had seen them in her hair, and it looked so good. So last Friday or last Thursday when I took those pictures that I showed you guys. That's when I had just gotten them put in. They, you know, wash your hair, or not wash it, color your hair. They did the base break and everything, and then it didn't take hardly any time. They say it's just like, that's why they call them quickies, because it takes, I've never had any other kind of extension, but evidently these don't take any time compared to others. And so they put those in, and then she went around and curled my hair, and then she cut it so that they can cut the extensions into your hairstyle. And so that is why my hair looks so much more full and stuff at the bottom. Now I don't have any right here, like I don't have any like up in here or up in here. So that is just fullness from the mousse, and just, I guess, probably from my hair growing out and from curling it. The first extensions I have start, I think the first one I have is right here, and she didn't come above, you know, in front of my ears. I think the first one I have is right here, and I don't know if I can even show you guys, but there it is, and it is flat as it can be, like you cannot feel it. And then I have the rest of them are right back in here, and that's what gives you the fullness underneath. And so I don't have any back in here at all. And that it is, I mean, they couldn't have done any better matching my hair. I mean, when I hold a piece out, sometimes I'll just tug it to see, is that my hair or the extension? And it is, without a doubt, one of the best things that I have ever done as far as something that I like. I have no regrets at all. So I just want to, without sounding ugly or negative, when I planned the whole time to tell you guys. Matter of fact, last Friday, I could not decide if I wanted to tell you then or not. And I thought, I'm just going to see if they notice. And I could tell a few people said something to me, but not as many as I thought. And so I said, well, I'll just tell them this Friday. But I just want to say that I'm really not asking for any permission or advice or anything negative on this, because I know in the past when I have wanted to tell you guys about something that I really think that you would love, and you know, I think that you would like to try, I get you know, people that don't agree with it give me a lot of negative feedback. And I want to just say that I'm not asking for permission or your approval. So please don't leave me any mean comments. When I think about the people that I'm talking to, I think about good-hearted, confident, just very secure women that we can all, you know, you can tell me things to try and I can tell you things to try. And I just think that kind of woman does not leave negative comments. I mean, I just totally believe if you don't have something good to say, just don't say anything at all. I certainly don't expect you to leave me a wonderful comment if you don't feel it, but you don't have to leave me a mean comment. And so I'll leave it there. I don't want to go too much into it. I just wanted to get that out there so that you were warned that if you do leave me a mean comment, I'm going to have to block you, because I don't want any of that stuff down here. So, but anyway, I have already ordered 2 more sets of the extensions, and they will be in, I believe, Monday, and I'm gonna have them put in next week, because after I wore them for a little bit, I went back in there Monday, and when they looked at them, they said that they could kind of see the difference in the back, because the extensions are about 2 inches longer than my real hair, and that 2 more will help it blend in, you know, perfectly. And I said, well, where are you going to put them? Because you don't want them like up here and everything, because then they might show. And she said that where she did them, there was space in between that she could put them. So it is, if you can try it, and if you want to, I suggest you do. Now, one day, I hope that my hair will be back down and back full. I was looking yesterday at the video of where I got Bridget, and I showed you guys Bridget for the first time, and I'm going to put the link down below. But you'll see how full and long my hair was back then, before I started getting all the layers and trying to get some crazy style going. So I'm never doing that again, and I'm going to let my hair grows fast. I forgot to tell you the most important thing about these. These extensions, you know, of course, they grow out with your hair. You wash them, you dry them. They are just, I cannot even feel them anymore. But she told me the first day to get some ibuprofen because my head's going to be sore, and it was sore the first couple of days. And at first they're kind of stiff, the tape is kind of stiff, but then they get kind of worked in and you can't even feel it. And I've been using my white Mason Pearson detangling brush with them, and it's been doing perfect. I feel like maybe I should have done, I think I might just hold off on, well, it's too late now, I'm going to have to tell you all the details. I'm at 33. Okay, but you can use these up to 3 times. So what they'll do is they'll take them out of my hair when they get kind of grown out, do my hair, and then re-glue them in up to 3 times. And then you only do that every, I think, 6 weeks. So these will last a long time. So the cost is worth it. And then another thing I wanted to say is, if you are a person who likes sleek, clean, just, you know, smooth hair, these are not for you. If you're a person who wants to run your fingers, like you'll see girls that just are constantly running their fingers through their hair, like Bethany off of, you know, Bethany Frankel. I notice she's always like running her fingers through her hair. Then these aren't for you. But they're perfect for me because I'm that kind of, I like messy hair, and I like kind of separated, you know, unbrushed looking hair. So they're perfect for me. So that is another thing to think about. And just if you have any questions, leave them down below, and then maybe I'll do a follow-up video when I get the next ones in, and then I'll write down the questions and I'll answer those for you, and I'll try to answer as many as I can today too. So I'm just so excited, and I want you to try them if you want to or if you can, and because I love them. They're the best thing I've done in a long, long time, and I'm so glad I didn't cut my hair now. So I'm going to do a quick outfit of the day and let you go enjoy your weekend. I'll be right back. I need to get fixed here. I just stood up. Today I have on that maxi dress that I got from Shop Bop, and it is splendid. And it is, if you look for it, because I went back to look and see what kind of colors they had because I love it so much, and it is the ribbed maxi dress because there's a plain one too. And then this is the below the belt belt that I got a couple of months ago, and it's the one that's real, it's made to do this with. It's real long, and you can see I can tighten it even more.
I thought that was on. I was going to get a drink.
Anyway, so this is what it's supposed to be used for. It's like dresses and high-waisted jeans and stuff like that. So I just did it like that, and I thought the color of it kind of went well with the dress, and the belt went together. So the whole look, the dress, and you can see it goes down to the ground, so it has plenty of room to kind of do this over. And I have a slip on, but you can still see a few little wrinkles and stuff, but I still think it's better than the Spanx. And then this is my Balenciaga City bag. I'm going to tell you some stuff about it. Okay, for accessories, I have on these earrings, which are fabulous. I got these at Oliver, and it's a new brand called Citrine, and they're so light. The only thing is, I've noticed when you're trying to get the back off, it's easy to bend them. So if you do get them, be careful. And no necklace because I had the belt on and stuff. And then this bracelet that I adore, it's one of the LnA's, and I ordered some more. I think they just got shipped out either yesterday or the day before, so I should be getting those in. And then this is the Dean Davidson bracelet that I got, and how good does it look with that? I just love it. It is the best little bracelet. If you are wanting to get something and the other one was maybe too big, or you just like the enamel, that is a neat bracelet, and it squeezes together real easy. You can see, you just put it right back on, and then you can just squeeze it in, and so you don't even feel it. It's the best, and I just thought it looked good with that blue there. So that's just like a little pop of color. And then I put on, at first I put on my tortoiseshell watch, but that was too much going on. So this is just the Champagne Fossil. My nails, I had my nails done yesterday. I went up and had my feet done, and I put China Glaze Pool Party on my toes for something different. And then this, I told him, I said, I want just like a nude. I said, not a white. And he says, I know exactly what you want. And this color is just gorgeous, but it was a limited edition, and it's called Let Them Eat Ricecakes, and it's just the prettiest blush color, and I just love it. And she asked me did I want my nails trimmed down, and she gave me a good trimming. So, but I like them short. And then this is something I wanted to tell you guys about. When John got this for me, I had the receipt, but it didn't give all of the complete details. You know, I didn't get the details like I would have if I'd have been there. And so I really didn't know everything about it. But yesterday I called and talked to, I believe his name is George, at the Barney's in Boston where John got this. And I was asking him about another purse that I ended up ordering that I should get, and I'll show you next week. But I wanted something a little bit more neutral. I like the black one, and I told John, when you collect things, when you get something new, it doesn't mean you don't like the old one. It's just, you know, I wanted something kind of neutral. And so while I had him on the phone, I said, you know, I said, is the bag that I got, I said, is it blue? And so he went up, or is it cobalt blue? Because there was a couple different colors of blue. And so he went and looked it up in the computer and said, yes, it is the cobalt blue. And I had mentioned, and I think my first video, I said that it had the rose gold giant hardware. And someone was so sweet to tell me that it was not the giant hardware. And so I mentioned that to him, and he said, yes, it is the giant hardware. It is this season's giant hardware. And it is not as big as the seasons past, but it is this season's giant hardware rose gold. It says that, you know, in the computer. So that is the answer. Not my drink over. That is the answer to that. So I was always so scared to say that, because when they corrected me, I didn't know, you know, I didn't know if I was right or not, but I was. So it's the Balenciaga City, Classic City, cobalt blue with rose gold giant hardware. Yeah, I guess that's it. The fragrance I have on today is Bond No. 9 Fire Island, and I am John's home, and so we're probably getting ready to go get some lunch, and then Friday night. And I've had somebody ask me to, you know, why do I look forward to Friday night? I don't work, which I won't even I won't even go into me not working. I look forward to Friday night because John gets off work, the kids get out of school, we can relax, there's no homework, we go out to eat, we kind of kick off the weekend, we usually go to a movie, we do things as a family, and that's why I look forward to the weekends. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will see you real soon. Bye-bye.